biggest challenges facing public sector operators right now is the really difficult, wicked problem of managing the interdependencies, particularly with critical infrastructures, public policy, federal government, and making sure that we can all work together to understand and map what is a very fragile, complex ecosystem of systems and assets and people, and bring that all together to understand how we might coordinate to build better cyber resilience across Australia, and also to understand and perhaps anticipate some of the problems that will happen in the future as we see these emerging technologies such as post-quantum computing and AI, and then also navigate some of the more immediate, more understandable problems which are still very difficult to tackle, such as making sure that we have enough cyber-skilled people to staff this emerging demand and really realise the potential of what could be a very vibrant cyber economy for Australia. So I think the key opportunity to really realise the potential for a very secure Australia is to understand that our critical infrastructure assets right now are subject to attack, they're vulnerable. They're vulnerable because of the threat environment, but they're also vulnerable because of other just general threats, physical disasters and staffing shortages, all of the normal things that affect business operations broadly across Australia. I think the opportunity here is to understand and contextualise our critical infrastructure assets as assets to defend Australia potentially, to contribute as part of the defence of Australia, the promotion of our national interests, by getting them to a state of cybersecurity maturity and broader security maturity where they start to provide and contribute collective securitisation for their communities and for our nation. So the public sector network provides such an invaluable service to the public-private conversation which must happen for Australia to realise the potential for critical infrastructure security. And I think that the more often that we can come together domestically and globally to understand the dependencies, to really get to grips with the small practicalities that become big problems later if they're not addressed, to have these conversations and understand each other and our needs, the more connected we are in these public-private partnerships, the more resilient we'll be, and the more we'll be able to take advantage of opportunities that present themselves through being able to have really world-class security in our critical infrastructure space. The public sector network provides a platform for public-private partnership conversations to take place, and this is crucial to being able to bring these two cohorts together. Without a platform like the public sector network, what will happen ultimately is that industry will operate in a silo and the public sector will operate in a silo, and we'll build these beautiful plans, but we'll never share the information or discuss the collective opportunity or the collective vulnerability. Coming together in forums like this allows us to surface some of these things, and it means that we'll be able to realise the potential that we have to bring together the best in industry and the best in government to really tackle precisely the problems that we need to tackle, and then also maybe invest and consider and develop into the spaces where we're going to realise the most opportunity for Australia.